Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Dr. Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. How you doing, bro?
Man, blessed and highly favored, man. Happy to have you this morning.
Yes. Man, I am too honored and happy because we serve a God who is able.
Yes, sir. And he is able. And I'm waiting on that word this morning.
Oh, man, Ricky, listen, the good news is that there are moments in life when we feel like we don't have it together ourselves. There are moments in life where we have basically come to the end of our abilities. But the good news is when we can't, God can, because he's able. God is able. I love what the Bible says. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above anything that we can ask or imagine, according to the power at work within us. I love that because it simply means that every now and then God is able to blow our minds. God is able to shout surprise from eternity. It's like we're about to give up, and that's when God comes through, shows up, and before you know it, what was too much for us was tailor-made for God, because God is able. But not only that, Ricky, the good news is the Bible says he's able to keep us from falling, and that's the good news. It simply means that God has blessed us with a cat-like anointing. If you throw a cat off of some high place, that cat always lands on its feet. And that's what God is able to do, to make sure that even when people knock you down, mess over you, that somehow you land on your feet, because God is able. So whatever else you do, you keep your head up today, knowing that when you can't, God can, because he is able.
Yes, sir. Hey, we appreciate that word this morning, Pastor Haynes, and let everybody know how you can be reached.
Hey, thank you, Rick Smiley. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at FH Unscripted, and I have a YouTube channel, Frederick Haynes, and you can also check out some of my sermons on our friendshipwest.org website.
Yes,
he's able.
Yes, sir. He is able. Let's go. Let's get into some music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Love you, Ricky. Have a great day.
Hey, you too. Let's go. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got your front page coming up right here. Hope y'all enjoyed that gospel segment. Good morning.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 14 after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is being brought to you by Metamucil. If you're feeling sluggish and weighed down, go to Metamucil.com to sign up for the Metamucil 2-week challenge. After taking Metamucil psyllium fiber for 2 weeks, you should feel lighter and more energetic by supporting your regularity. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Thursday headlines. A federal appeals court rejected a suit by former President Donald Trump to block former VP Mike Pence from testifying about their conversations immediately following the January 6, 2021 assault on the U.S. Capitol. Lawyers for Trump cited executive privilege as a grand jury investigates efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. In other news, the Walt Disney Company is suing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for what it says is a targeted campaign of government retaliation. DeSantis has attempted to restrict Disney's self-governing over its Disney World Resort and announced plans to toughen inspections on rides. Lastly, a high school senior in Louisiana has received more than 170 college acceptance letters and more than $9 million in scholarship offers. Dennis Malik Barnes, a 16-year-old at International High School of New Orleans, achieved the accomplishment and set a new record. School officials have reached out to Guinness Book of World Records to make it official. We'll be talking more about this story later in the show, Inside What's Trending. I'm Maria Moore, and that's a quick look at news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Over the top to Butler. Up and in! Jimmy Butler ties the game with a half second to go. What a play call.
Man, how about the Miami Heat sending the Milwaukee Bucks to the house? The Heat eliminate the top-seeded Bucks in overtime, becoming the 6th, 8th seed team in NBA history to knock off the number 1 seed. Lakers lose to Memphis, could not put away the Grizzlies. Anthony Davis finally showed up, but LeBron only had 15 points. He was 1 for 9 from three-point land. The New York Knicks, The Knicks advance to the next round. First playoff series win since 2013. Golden State Warriors beat Sacramento Kings. That's 3 games in a row. The Kings are done. Draymond Green dropped 21 points. And tonight, we got the NFL Draft. It's going down 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Expect Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama, to go number 1. C.J. Stroud, quarterback out of Ohio State, is expected to go 2. But defensive tackle Jalen Carter out of Georgia could shake some things up in the top 5. That's all going to be 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Check it out. Gary with the T, what's up there, man?
All right, y'all. Rick, it's a sad day, honey. The prayer warriors are definitely being solicited for Miss Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, but it's being reported, y'all, that Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk is canceled, according to Meta. Now, they're saying Red Table Talk, the often viral online talk show hosted by Jada Pinkett Smith, was canceled by Meta on Wednesday night. It was the last, y'all, of the Facebook Watch originals, which included Steve on Watch with Steve Harvey and Peace of Mind with Taraji P. Henson, y'all, hosted by Taraji. Now, according to Deadline, which first, reported the news, they're saying series producer Westbrook is shopping the series elsewhere. Now, Smith's co-hosts are her daughter Willow and her mother, Miss Adrian Banfield Norris. The rap has reached out to the series rep for comment. And you know what saddened my heart about this whole situation? I think now Jada and Will may be filing for divorce. Because,
you think?
Yeah, because Ricky, she's going to be home now. And he's home.
Or she'll find something else to do.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, because, honey, now they have more time to see one another. It's just like back to COVID. You're around each other all day, every day, and that's not a good look.
No, I think he's working, Gary. I think he's working.
They let him come back?
He's doing movies and stuff still.
Oh, really? Because I know they said he was supposed to be filming Bad Boy, and I know they was filmed in Atlanta, but he wasn't spotted. So I don't know if it's just Martin and a co-host or somebody else.
I think they recorded the Red Table Talk at the house. I think they got like a little studio inside the house, so she there anyways.
Really? Well, he probably don't go in the room with her. All right, well, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is praline. On the high end, you say praline, and on the low end, you say beautiful skin brown.
That's what you got on today.
See?
Yeah, you got on your
praline.
praline.
I'm representing, honey, today. Oh, yes, Lord.
I see with that Fonzie jacket from, what is it, Happy Days. Fonzie. Hey.
Brad, what's coming up next in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, y'all, the quiet one from the Fugees. In trouble with the feds. Wait till I tell you what happened up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and
that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
Alrighty then, it's time for the hot spot 29 before the top of the hour. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Y'all all right?
Yeah, we good, but we sit up and we laughing at Rickey Smiley Official on Instagram. Make sure y'all check it out, man. This man trying to pray for these damn teenagers and they couldn't stop laughing. And I swear it just remind me of myself and how many times that's what I got suspended for, sniggling.
Yeah.
Sniggling. Yeah. And you too, Brett. You ain't no good in a meeting either.
I know.
That's why I don't sit by. I don't make no eye contact with Rock T and Brett in a radio meeting. Everything be funny.
Well, good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, we know about Lauryn Hill. We know about Wyclef Jean, but what we don't know is the quiet one, Pras Michael. He's been found guilty of conspiracy to defraud the United States, among other charges. That is crazy.
What?
According to CNN, he faces up to 20 years in prison. No sentencing date has been set yet. The Grammy-winning artist he's been accused of assisting fugitive Malaysian businessman Joe Low in helping the Chinese government to access the highest levels of the U.S. government, including former presidents Barack Obama and Donald Trump. This is crazy. His attorney, David Kenner, said in a statement, "We are extremely disappointed in the result, but we are very, very confident in the ultimate outcome of this case. If we do move to a sentencing hearing, I remain very confident we will certainly appeal this case. This is not over." Pras testified last week that Low paid Michael $20 million in 2022 in order to get a picture of himself with Obama. And prosecutors alleged Michael funneled over $800,000 of that money to Obama's campaign through a number of straw donors. Now, what do that mean, Ricky?
I don't know.
Special case?
That means that his attorney is trying to drag this thing out to make some more money, but he in deep. That's real deep. When you start talking about government officials and the Chinese government and all that, it's a conspiracy.
Why would they even talk to Price?
And it's hard to get out of that.
Yeah, and one thing about the feds, they ain't gonna bring no case against you if they don't have no evidence. It's hard to beat the feds.
The conviction rate is 98.7%.
Absolutely.
Price is the quiet one, y'all.
You say 22 years?
Crazy.
He's probably not gonna do 22 years. He's probably not gonna do the max, but any part of that is not gonna be good.
Yeah, you're gonna do most of that time.
You're gonna do something. You're gonna even if you do half of that, you still talk about 11 years.
Right.
That's a long time.
Somebody paid him over $20 million to get a picture of himself with Obama.
Somebody paid him $20 million
to get a picture with Obama.
Did he get it?
Apparently so.
Oh my God!
That must have been a really good picture.
I said, yeah. I don't know now, y'all. I might have took the $20 million if I could have got up in the White House to get somebody a picture with Obama. $20 million?
All right, I got a picture with Obama. Ain't nobody offered me nothing. With a nice suit on.
And you got in the White House too. Did everybody get in the White House?
Yeah, no. Well, Special K didn't get in the White House when we went.
Don't do that.
Boy, I swear, when I saw him walk away from them gates and got turned around because he had went to jail.
Because he had a record.
He had a record.
Because the Secret Service was late getting their background check done. They didn't realize that I had a felony on my record until the day that we got there.
But when I saw him walk away from that White House through that gate, somebody said, don't turn around. You'll turn into a pillow of salt.
One of the most depressing days of my life.
We got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 before the top of the hour. Y'all time for Special K. Got news you positively absolutely cannot use. Special K, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Just want to let you guys know I will be back on the road this weekend. Indianapolis and Detroit, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, with the Royal Comedy Tour.
Naptown coming out.
Naptown coming out and Detroit coming out.
Make sure you go to Savannah Blue and eat.
In Detroit?
The best oxtails, collard greens, macaroni and cheese is right there in Greek Town.
Yeah, buddy.
You ever been to Savannah Blue?
Yes, sir.
You better go to Savannah Blue. I don't eat the day before I go to Detroit. I do not eat. Go to Savannah Blue.
Looking
best
forward
food,
to it.
One of the best. That's my favorite restaurant in the country.
Well, I got family up there, so I'm pretty sure they're going to take me.
Drink some of that Verner's ginger ale. Wash it down. Yes, sir.
Yes, taking notes, making notes. Got you. Go to my IG page and get the ticket information, Ticketmaster.com. There you go.
All right.
Today's news is sponsored not by that, but by the riddle of the day. And today, the answer is perpetuate. Perpetuate. The question, how do they bill you at a Vietnamese restaurant?
What?
What? The answer is perpetuate. The question, how do they bill you at a Vietnamese restaurant?
Break their word.
Perpetuate. Perpetuate.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Catch up, tomato.
Catch up, Heinz. Actor, singer Tyrese is speaking out again after a tough week in court that resulted in him being made to pay over $600,000 in child support to his ex-wife. And Tyrese wants to let the ladies know that, yes, he is single and back in these streets looking for love, but he's only interested in dating women 50-plus that can provide notarized receipts of their hysterectomy.
Yes, sir.
He don't want no more kids.
Yes, sir.
And he needs medical proof that your lady parts are like an unfinished basement on the inside. Yeah.
Wow.
You hear an echo when you holler.
Ooh.
No floor, no ceiling, no.
Like parking a Hot Wheel car in the garage.
Yes, sir. He's looking at a list of women that he might go after next. Some of the celebrity women are Yolanda Adams, Nene Leakes, Shaka Khan, Viola Davis, Loretta Devine, and comedian and TV host Cheryl Underwood. So they're all, possibles. Few places that Tyrese need to hang out to find fine regular women that ain't trying to get pregnant again. Listen close, Tyrese. That church league, that 13 and under church league basketball. Yeah. And women, they already struggling with them two boys they got with two different dudes. They not trying to have no more kids.
Right.
Go to the laundromat in the hood and hang out by the bill changing machine. Hang out by that bill changing machine. Go to Family Dollar or Dollar General on Saturday morning between 9 and 11 o'clock.
Just go up and down Highway 1. What is that called? Highway 1? US 1 in Fort Lauderdale. Cause you got the Subway right there. You got a laundromat. You got everything. You just
go to the beauty supply stores. Go to
all,
the beauty supply
all
store.
at the Dollar General right next to Jackson's Ice Cream. Everything. You
talk to the
it.
girl that's ringing up stuff, but she'll help you find stuff, but she don't ring up stuff because them people don't let them get on the cash register.
Yes, sir.
They had their daughter or their little child on the cash register, be 7 years old, but they let the black girl show you where stuff at. Why y'all? They're not letting us do that. Okay, recently terminated CNN anchor Don Lemon, who we all know and love. He made a statement that he's trying to come to grips with his firing from the network. He says, yes, he definitely felt disrespected and betrayed, being fired after 17 years via third party and not in person. But Lemon said he's used to being stabbed in the back.
Oh,
and he's no, I'm saying after 17 years in this business, he's used to being,
right?
Because you get backstabbed in this business, you do. Right. People are not genuine, and he's used to that.
Right? Really?
What?
Anyway,
no, I'm saying he's used to being betrayed.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just going to advise him. Hey, Don, just take a deep breath, relax.
Come on, you got 10 more seconds.
Just take a deep breath, relax, and it'll be okay.
Miss Lemon go.
Remember the first day of school, you couldn't even sleep looking at that outfit all night? Wasn't that an amazing night? The night before school, you lay your pants down on top of the shirt with the shoes down on the floor, right? I'm going to kill them in the morning.
Yes, sir.
I'll just be in the bedroom.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to kill their ass in the morning. My summer job paid off.
Yes, sir.
I used to be the first one on the bus stop, 5:30 in the morning, nigga.
You ain't lying, Mike Epps. Tell the truth, Mike Epps. Gary, what you got coming up?
Coming up next, y'all did Oprah get Michelle.
Hold it.
Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day, and representing got his vintage jacket on, brown vintage suede leather, and a brown long john shirt, and a necklace from Urim, David Urim. You paid money for that necklace. Now, you paid money for that. Now, I'm not going to even flex on your necklace. I know I know you taught me that.
That's right, honey. Make no error.
I actually like the jacket. I think the jacket is sharp. It's very masculine. It's very masculine.
Okay, tell him, Brad. But thank y'all so much. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Now, Ricky, this is one of your friends, and she's the friends of the morning show. But this is a very sad story, y'all. It's being reported, y'all, that Michelle Obama, former First Lady Michelle Obama, is getting roasted, baby, on Black Twitter for telling Oprah Winfrey that she cut off a lot of her close friends, honey, after reaching the White House, according to MTO. Now, they're saying, y'all, in a new Netflix special entitled The Light We Carry, Michelle Obama and Oprah, y'all, honey, Michelle made some controversial statements, honey, about how she had to kick, baby, some of her day ones to the curb. Now, the special premiered, y'all, on the 25th, honey, and they're saying just 5 months after the release of the former First Lady's best-selling self-help book at the same name. Now, in that sit-down conversation in Los Angeles, they're saying between the two iconic black women, honey, on the last night of Michelle's The Light That We Carry tour, they're saying, honey, that Oprah asked Michelle about cutting off some of her close friends when she entered the White House back in 2009. And she said, quote, "Did all of your friends make the cut once you went to the White House?" Oprah asked her, and then, honey, mentions a statement about Michelle had to, honey, she said, honey, it was lost oxygen, honey, and they all couldn't make the climb. She said, nope. She said, no, they did not, replied Michelle. She said, here's the thing that I've learned. She said, stay open to friends, but when they show you who they are, you got to believe them.
Damn right. She's right about that.
Yeah, but then she said, and then move on. Now they said, and some friends had, Maria, look this word up too, baby, foibles, F-O-I-B-L-E-S, that were fine, honey, for regular friends. But once we get into the White House, she said, it was like, oh, honey, you can't be that person up in here. We got too much at stake. Now she said, quote, if my friends weren't acting right, it was, this is the word, y'all, so listen to this, slow ghost. I don't know if y'all knew what that means. I didn't know until I read the story. She said, well, slow ghost. She said, the slow ghost is where you don't cut off the friends right away, but you just become less available.
You become dormant.
But everybody can relate to that. I got friends that I can't bring around y'all.
Yeah, well,
we all got. I mean, you got people that can't be around certain situations because they ain't.
And a lot of people go in there with that damn cell phone, going live on Facebook up in the White House,
doing too much.
Everybody got those friends that be doing the most, and you just can't invite them to certain stuff because they don't know how to act. You be like, okay, I can bring them here, but I can't bring them. They ain't ready for that.
Rick, you got friends you can't take to a show, you can't take to the comedy club because they do too much.
Be doing the most.
Yeah, well, they said, baby, Black Twitter is calling Michelle fake, honey, for dropping her day one for her new celebrity political
The Black
friends.
Twitter that's calling her fake, those are the ones she's talking about.
Message.
Those are the ones she's talking about. Michelle Obama is absolutely correct. And it ain't got to be on no celebrity tip or White House tip. It could be on you. You got you a job. You the boss at UPS now, and you the move that you supposed to change or whatever, and change some of your surroundings. You can't take everybody with you. You got to grow. Amen. And sometimes you outgrow people.
And why do people think that it's a problem if you do grow?
Yeah, but it's a problem. It's a problem to them, or whatever. It's a problem to them because you have to cut them off in order to grow. See, I ain't never seen a balloon go up in the air with a brick attached to it.
Hello.
Shundo,
you better preach, boy.
In order for the balloon to go higher, you have to cut the brick.
Come on,
Can I get a witness?
What's that Jay-Z lyric? Y'all know that Jay-Z lyric where he said people get mad when you change, like you work this hard to stay the same.
Right, come
something
on,
like that. You know that line, Brad?
Absolutely.
I can't remember what song. Yeah, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's right. Michelle Obama is right.
Well, honey,
She sure is.
Black Twitter be all right.
Yeah,
they get
sure
offended
will.
about every damn thing. She said what she said. I stand with the because I'm listening because I was with you now. The way you set it up, but when you actually laid it all out, I'm like, no, Gary, no, she's right.
Yeah, well, we just got to pray, honey.
And everybody need to change. Everybody need to change. And in order to grow, you have to sometimes change your surroundings. What God has for you is for you.
Yeah.
Say everybody.
Yeah, well, but they say, instead of saying change, maybe evolve. Would that be a better word?
It don't matter what you say. Everybody know what the hell she meant. They just want something to be mad at. Black people, a lot of black people attitude bad. Yeah. Anything, if you don't say something right, see, sometimes you got to feel like you got to say everything right. You know what the hell they meant.
I know.
Well,
Stop.
Well, we just got to pray. Let's just pray.
No, we ain't got to pray. We ain't going to bother God for that. Let's bother God. let's bother God for the next story.
Yeah, but I got to go, honey. I got to queue. So the color today, though, but the next story is going to be it's another story that, a poor woman, honey, Simone Biles is going through something now with Black Twitter, too. So we're going to talk about that next hour. All right, the color today, y'all, is praying. Yeah, honey, they're talking about Simone. They said her edges. But we'll talk about that next hour. The color today, y'all, is praline. On the high end, you say praline, and on the lunge, you say beautiful skin brown. That's your color for today.
What the hell is going on with you, man?
Yeah, huh?
I can't take it.
What the hell is going on? Did y'all talk about that on Dish Nation?
No, we're going to talk about it today, though, honey.
Oh, wow, y'all. Y'all give it up to Gary with the T. All right, y'all, we got the way. What was the color? Praline?
Praline. On the high end, on the low end, just say beautiful skin brown. That's
skin brown. All right, then, Gary with the T. 11 minutes after the hour. I got your wake-up call. Hit me up right now, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Oh, here we go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because they woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us. Just wake up.
Wake up. This is Shay Edwards from Greenville, South Carolina. All my people from Greenville, wake up.
This is Jeannie Hill calling from Louisville, Kentucky. I want to wish my grandbaby, Trinity Taylor, happy birthday. And I want to say, wake up, Louisville, Kentucky.
This is Isis from Carolina. I want to wish my brother, my sister, family, my daddy, and my mama. Wake up.
My name is Monique from Fountain Inn. I would like to wake up my sister Tricia and my 3 kids, Jayla, Malia, and Trey. Wake up.
I'm going to wake up St. Louis. Wake up. Love that Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
When you at Portland, wake up. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up.
next, man, I got a hilarious prank phone call by Roy Wood Jr. You don't want to miss that.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Johnny Hurston. Your son work up at the factory, at the chicken plant. With Yes, ma'am. He worked with my boy Devereaux.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to find out what kind of sons you got over there, because he done got my boy Devereaux in trouble because they was smoking out there in the break room.
Uh-huh.
And they caught my boy with the weed, and they asking him who he got it from, and your son ain't confessing and coming forward, because see, when the supervisor walked in the break room, my boy had the weed in his mouth, and your son hid his weed in his booty cheek. He tucked it in, reached around and put it in his booty cheek, and then gonna pull it back out after the supervisor left and kept smoking.
My son haven't been to work in a month, in 3 weeks.
Baby, this is a while ago, baby. He ain't been up there because he hiding from my boy. And see, baby, my son just got promoted to assistant chicken director there at the factory. They are trusting him to to direct the chickens. And with great power comes great responsibility, just like Spider-Man said. And he doesn't need that on his disciplinary file.
You know what, sir? Let me tell you. First of all, let me tell you something. I don't appreciate you calling here, number one. Number two, if you have something to discuss with my son or me, you need to call it a decent time.
Baby, this
number
is a decent time.
Number three, if your son is such a decent son, well, God, why was he smoking weed? Don't call here no fucking more.
Why was your son bringing the weed there? Hello?
Person you called is no longer on the line.
All right, let's call his son right quick.
Hello?
Marlon, Roy Wood Jr.
All right.
Hey, man, she went off, but then she told me, do not call again. Dude, if you could call her on three-way right quick.
Okay, hold on a second, all right?
All right.
Hello?
Hey, Ma.
Hey.
You know that man who just called you?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got him on the phone.
Friends, this Johnny Hurston, baby. I had to call your son.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. Your son needs to use some discretion on his own. Please don't have me get to arguing and cussing this time. I'm trying to refrain, but your son
I'm a man of the cloth, baby.
I don't give a damn what you is or what you said. Your son needs to exercise some self-control, and then if he does that, he can stay away from my son that seems to be influencing him. Do you understand me?
But they were smoking weed in the break room, baby.
I don't care what. They could have been smoking a fucking tree, mister.
Baby, don't make me go to the trunk now. I done tried to be civilized.
You know what? You can go any. You can go any place you want to go, buddy. Bring it to me, okay?
I call it TD Jakes because it makes
I don't
you
give
see
a damn
Jesus.
what you call. I call it put my bullet in a nigga's ass. Goodbye.
It's a practical joke. This comedian Roy Wood Jr. How you doing this morning?
For every action, there's a reaction, so I acted.
Man, look at here, man. John Lyon went straight up HBO Def Comedy Jams. John Lyon on the 1 and 2. Chicken and waffle mix, man. You trying to kill folks on their way to work, man? What's up with you this week, man? What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, we just starting all the way up bright and early in the morning, of course. You'll make sure me up on the gram at JAH Lion Zone.
Hey, man. Hey, boy, you killing that mix, my boy. You hit that hip-hop parade. That's
Naughty by nature.
Yeah, Naughty by Nature, boy.
Naughty by nature.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, y'all remember Martin Lawrence when they did Kid Capri played that on HBO Def Comedy Jam?
Yeah, come on, dog.
Man, I swear that's the first thing I heard Kid Capri play. When we was in there taping a Def Jam, man, I got so hyped and it made me nervous. Every time I hear that song, I get butterflies in my stomach. Cause like this the episode you getting ready to tape.
Come on, dog.
I had to come with it, y'all.
I already know.
I wasn't even that funny, but I was good enough to be on Def Jam. I wish they were doing Def Jam now. I would destroy that audience.
They got to bring it back. I heard he was bringing it back.
Yeah, but I think they did. They did bring it back. Mm-hmm. But man, boy, I would love it, boy. If I go on something like Apollo now, I will murder. I'm so damn funnier now than I ever been, Rock.
Absolutely.
Something wrong with me, man.
Yeah, you crazy, dog.
You know what happened to me? I stopped taking medicine. I stopped taking the medicine.
So the medicine was holding you back.
The medicine was holding me back.
Kind of like Mike Tyson when they put him on medicine. Yeah, right. He wasn't the same.
Right. But boy, when I got off that medicine, boy, them jokes, woo. You better ask Nashville about me.
Come on, dog.
Yes, sir. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
This is a very frustrated black Tony.
A very frustrated
black Tony right now. That I need some help from the police right now.
You need some help from the police. You not coming to work?
I'm trying to. I'm at the gas station right now. I'm trying to come to work.
What gas station you at?
Quick Trip.
Hey man, bring me back some. Let me get some coffee. What you?
I want one of them mini-sized miniature pizzas, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I can't go in the store. So I wish
What you want something? You want something, John?
Yeah, man, give me a large coffee with a French vanilla cream in it.
Blackstone, you got that?
What? And you know what? I wish I could bring y'all all of that. I wish I could right now.
Yeah.
But I can't because I've been out here for 37 minutes.
Outside a quick trip?
Damn gas pump, the gas won't stop coming out.
What?
Somebody.
And don't they have an emergency stop button on the gas pump?
It's an emergency switch, man. You got to go to the.
I can't start squeezing it because somebody put some damn something on here sticky in my hand. I'm holding the pump and it won't let me let it go.
No, they got an emergency switch that turns off the entire machine, bro.
Right.
See, I done put $237 worth of gas in my damn car.
$237 worth of gas and it's still going up.
Yeah, because I can't take my hand off the damn thing because it's stuck to it.
Oh,
it's a little clip under there. It's a little clip under there. Hit that clip.
No, he's saying his hand is
my
stuck.
phone with the other hand. If I put the phone down there, y'all ain't going to be able to talk to me.
No, we don't want to talk to you. We want you to come to work, actually.
I'm trying to come to work right till you bring me some goof off over here so you can.
Some what?
Some goof
I
off.
need you to come spray some goof off on my hand so to get it loose from this.
Some what, Black Tony? Some what?
Some goof off.
What is?
Rocky know what it is. He uses it all the time.
Yeah, I do. It help release sticky stuff, dog.
That sound like
Practice and practice and practice. Practice makes what? Absolutely not. Dismantle that belief system. Practice makes improvement. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do. And so all you're looking for are new breakthroughs through practice and practice and practice. You'll get better and better and better.
Yeah. I take one time. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. We live on the air. Rick and Russ Parr just.
Well, I'm thinking, Ricky's just like a radio personality and a comedian.
Put it right in your chest.
So the dude threw the ball. Right. I think I broke 3 fingers. I had no feeling.
Yeah, I did,
Jay.
Your finger
Yeah, Rick got a good arm.
You know how you get that little glue thing, and you touch it and it hurts like hell?
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Russ Parr.
In the building. It's so great to be here.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 6 minutes after the hour, y'all. What a great morning, man, when your mentor and big brother Russ Parr stopped by the studio and him and Alfred to come in here and give us a hug. That just made everybody morning, man. Shout out to our big brother / mentor, the one and only Russ Parr.
In the building.
Yes, sir. Gary, what's up?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's Thursday, Ricky. A beautiful day in the neighborhood.
It's Thursday, Brad.
And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. It's to me, it's a sad time for escapes of Latasha Scott. Now, we love Latasha. She did a great interview with us and what have you. But her husband's alleged mistress, y'all, is speaking out, honey, about her, saying some, Brad is sad, saying some messy stuff, Ricky. First of all, she's saying that the woman only sold 600 albums, honey, for one thing. And then she's saying that they need God. And Latasha come from a godly family. But here's what the alleged mistress had to say.
I don't know what's going on on that side. But if that's the truth, it's just like, you got to get right with God to get your blessings. And that's how your blessings going to flow. I don't know much about that's going on that side, like as far as her. I don't know her like that. But I could tell you him, like I've been with him, so I know him. And I could tell you the way he been out here, he got to really sit down and repent and have a real conversation with God for any type of blessings to come in.
And you too.
Okay.
Sleeping with a married man. How you gonna
She coming from
somebody
a
else?
Yeah. She's standing on morality. That's
right.
a side chick.
Right.
Trying to preach to somebody.
Side Chick Chronicles.
Okay.
What the hell?
Yes, Lord. It's a sad thing, but honey, I mean, does she have the right to say that? I mean,
make it make sense. The math ain't mathing, Brad.
Nah, it ain't mathing.
Maria.
Go to the Lord herself in prayer, child.
Yeah, she sound crazy. I mean, I agree with Special K. I mean, how you gonna stand on morality? Side chick, and you proud of it too.
Right.
You out all
And
in the
you
front
keep
talking about it.
2 + 2 is not equaling 4 on this one.
Yeah, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah,
y'all need to go see that video. That video, if you want to see the video, go to your page. Twan, what is your page? right.
Twan 360, honey. Thanks for that audio, baby. It
my
just
God.
did my heart right, Ricky. But I felt so bad for her.
Well,
You know, for both parties, because she was done wrong if she was allegedly cheating with a married man, and Latasha is done wrong.
You can't feel sorry for the side chick. Side chick know what game they get into. You have to. Corey Holcomb got the whole side chick thing broke down.
Yeah, well, she didn't know he was married.
She knew he was married.
Oh, you think she did? All right. Moving on, child. In other celebrity news, y'all.
Probably had some tickets to see Escape. How crazy is that? You up there on stage, and you know she probably had some tickets.
Yeah,
some
I know.
VIP tickets, and you sitting in the audience knowing that you sleeping with that
Woman's
with the lead
husband.
singer husband or whatever,
Somebody
like, and you
else's
sitting
guy.
there on that third row with power, with power.
See, that's why I say I will not be humiliated. Honey. You smile up in a damn tramp face and she's screwing your husband. No, ma'am, honey. No, ma'am. Stephanie Mills said it, baby. Keep away, girls. This one's all mine. Moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, y'all, Simone Biles, y'all, while we praying, let's pray for her, too. Now, she had an epic clapback, y'all, after the haters issued, honey, with her wedding day, honey, her hair pictures, y'all. Now, they're saying that the Olympic gymnast photos from her nuptials to NFL star Jonathan Owens was shared, y'all, on Instagram, honey, and the athlete told him, y'all, to keep complaining, honey, because she did not care. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the bride, honey, she wore her hair, Ricky, in a high ponytail for the courthouse ceremony, which one Twitter called fake, honey, while another complained about her hairline. They said, quote, them edges, honey, should have been laid, honey. It is your wedding day, one of the person said. And another person said her hair, honey, was a mess for her wedding.
All of them.
Yes, she said. Now, Simone made her reply, y'all, after a user defended the gold medalist, listing her achievements and thought people were just being petty, dissing her wedding hair. Now, Simone Biles is one of the top 3, y'all, gymnasts, y'all, that, we've ever seen, honey. And this girl overcame, situations of abuse and other obstacles in her childhood. And, but people just still saying, honey, her hair, they say, why? But
So what?
But she told him, she said, girl, I live in damn Houston, Texas. She said, honey, and I sweat those edges out, honey. But people still say, girl, you should have had it pressed or something. And
Them same ones talking, Gary, don't got no edges. Let's zoom in on yours, sis.
Okay.
Hey!
Come on,
Message!
man.
Hey!
Zoom in on your edges. No edges and no man. Shut up.
Wait a minute, hold on, one more time, Maria, hit it again, go.
Zoom in on your edges, sis. You ain't got no edges and no man, so shut up. We over here catching the air.
Yes, Lord.
Come on now.
They need to call Judy, baby, honey, to get their edges right, child.
Yeah, come on now.
Yeah, what kind of what y'all have for edges, bro? You and Judy.
Miracle drops on that thing. Kaleidoscope miracle drops. Grow them edges right on back, baby.
And how do they find the drops, Brat?
Kaleidoscope by the Brat.
And where can they pick it up?
They can pick it up at ilovecolors.com. They can pick it up at Walgreens, Walmart, Target, Myers, CVS.
All right.
Yeah, come on now.
Shameless plug.
Yeah,
Shameless plug. As Buck Wild used to say.
And then my final story, y'all, it's being reported, y'all, that Jay-Z, honey, this is Beyonce's husband. They say whether he realized it or not, they said he's sharing the same name, y'all, with a puppy, y'all, who is in desperate need of a home. So they're saying that say this Jay-Z doesn't have 99 problems, but he does have one. He needs a forever home, y'all. So if y'all know, you can get
It's
Jay-Z.
a puppy that Jay-Z has?
No, it's a puppy that's named Jay-Z also, and he needs a home.
Oh,
Yes.
where's the puppy?
They say the puppy is in Henderson, Kentucky.
What kind of
And what kind of dog is it?
A mutt, I think. I don't know.
Nah,
It's a rescue dog, y'all, they said, honey. It's a rescue
Talking the one the
dog.
white people have on Southwest Airlines, sitting in the bulkhead seat.
In the front.
And Brett, about 2 weeks ago, a dog was sitting right next to me and laid his head like on my feet. And it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. The dog was nervous and stuff. I just let him sit down. I reached down and pet him. And I just left my feet there where the dog could be comfortable. You know I love dogs.
Well, I got
I
the kind of dog. His mama was a border collie, a poodle mix, and his daddy was a boxer mix. So, you know.
That's a pop top.
Okay, that's Lady in the Tramp right there.
A boxer.
A what?
Pooxer.
So if y'all can find a home for Jay-Z, y'all let's honey, just go honey and go.
And the
and
dog
find
name is Jay-Z.
His name is Jay-Z. Honey.
Okay, we got to put the picture out there.
Yeah, we're gonna put the picture.
So somebody
out
in
there.
what part of Kentucky? How far is that from Louisville, Henderson, Kentucky?
How
You
far
say?
is that? Probably around the corner somewhere. But we got a picture of him. So we got a picture of him. So honey, he's a cute little dog though. I mean, he's real cute, honey. He's black and everything. So he's
Name the dog Jay-Z.
They named it Jay-Z. They say he look just like Beyonce. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. My Kahlua today, y'all, is praline. On the high end, you say praline. On the low end, you say beautiful skin brown. That's your Kahlua for today.
Maria, thank you for getting that side chick together about them edges. Now, everybody out there that left a message on Black Twitter that if you don't have no edges, you can go and get where, Brett?
ILoveColors.com.
All right. Period. Thank you, Brett.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so we want to take a few minutes to shout out, the 16-year-old kid by the name of Dennis Barnes. He's a senior at International High School of New Orleans. Shout out to everybody in New Orleans. Dennis Scott set a new national record by receiving offers from 125 colleges and universities, totaling more than $9 million. Right, Brett? Congratulations to him.
Yes, that is absolutely correct. My screen is
that $9 million is set Dennis up to break a Guinness Book of World Records on scholarship money received, and the last record was set by another Louisiana high school student, Normandy Cormier? Yeah, Cormier, who attended the historically black Xavier University and is now competing for her master's degree at LSU. But Dennis is not finished yet. His goal is $10 million by the end of the month. So here's what he had to say about his achievement.
I've been devoted to trying to get my schoolwork done and get good grades always, of course, like the average child. It's not normal. I know it's not, of course. I started at some place. I mean, I guess there's a starting point for everything. I started and didn't realize where I was going. But as I realized the path I was heading down, like I said, I rolled my momentum, and then I ended up farther than I even would have ever thought I would have been.
Dennis is the National Honor Society president who is fluent in Spanish, has a near-perfect grade point average, and is getting dual college credit at Southern University at New Orleans. Congratulations, Big D-Dog.
Now, Special K, you said that, y'all got to talking about this at the barbershop. What was the conversation?
Well, the conversation was about whether or not a college education or a college degree is valuable still in 2023, because you got a lot of entrepreneurs out there. You got a lot of people making money on social media. You got a lot of people making money in entertainment, different kind of ways. And the conversation was that, are we pushing kids to go to college and it's not really paying off for them? But I did a little independent research. I found that, according to Forbes, 84% of the 400 wealthiest individuals in the world got at minimum a bachelor's degree.
Wait a minute, say that again.
84% of the wealthiest individuals in the world, not including people who inherited their money,
right?
But they do have a bachelor's degree, and almost 9 out of 10 millionaires are college grads. And 1 out of 2 have a doctorate level degree. So I think what it is it's not that the college degree is worthless,
right?
But I think that you have to have the degrees in the right fields. I think a lot of people go to college and don't know what they want to study.
All right, let's go to the phones right quick. Good morning.
I think that that's a personal situation for the individual themselves. A lot of people will go to college just because they know they'll be the first one in their family to go and possibly graduate from college. So it's an accomplishment not just for them, but for their family themselves. And I think that they have to look at their lives. If you have an idea, entrepreneurship may be the way to go. It's a lot of people that's successful that have never went to college. And there's people that have gone to college that are out here working 9 to 5 jobs that's not even doing what they went to college for.
Right.
All right, so Maria, you went to FAM. What are your thoughts?
Well, I agree. These days, you can go online and take a course. Yeah, you can take a course online and pay maybe about $1,500, and you can get the knowledge to make 6 figures. But the thing that I got in college, Ricky, was more like resilience and tenacity. It's like life skills, becoming an adult. There were just so many moments during my time at FAMU that were so memorable to me that shaped me as a woman outside of academics.
And John Lyon, you graduated also from an HBCU. What school?
Yeah, man. I went to Savannah State and also Georgia Tech, and studying civil engineering and also building construction. So I think it's all about what you major in. You got to make sure that you major in the right things, like whether it be engineering, in the medical field, if you want to go into law. Those degrees will make you a lot of money, but
right.
If you go into like social...
Now, what was your major?
Civil engineering and also building construction.
Did you hear this?
Civil engineering.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
And you damn...
What's a civil
You
engineer?
went to, and then you left Savannah State and went to Georgia Tech.
Yeah, because I had a 3.8 at Savannah State, and then I transferred to Georgia Tech. So that's what brought me to Atlanta.
Boy, why do I feel dumb as hell?
Well, them tech schools.
Brett.
Me too. Don't say nothing.
I ain't even been on a college campus.
Yeah, well,
till my daughter graduated from college. That's the first time I've been on a college campus.
Okay. So what about the student loans, Jalaine, Maria? I need y'all to.
Okay.
So looking at where you are now, Maria, if you would not have went, what was your major at FAM?
Public relations, but I was at the radio station. Shout out to 90.5, the Flavor Station. But I also have an MBA in marketing and supply chain management. So I went across the street to Florida State and got my master's there. But I left with $72,000 in student loans.
That's what I want to talk about. And what about your daughter, Special K?
She's still paying it off, and it damaged her credit. It took her almost 10 years to get her credit back right.
And Barack and Michelle Obama, before 4 years before he became president, had just paid off his him and Michelle's student loan.
But I think if you go to school in state, you should be all right, because in state and out of state is two totally different things. So my loans was like $120,000 when I left Georgia Tech.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I was out. I came straight from the Virgin Islands to the state, so I was out of state. But if you in state, you should be out, leave with like $30,000, $40,000. You could pay that off, man.
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do, because college ain't for everybody. You know,
I agree with that.
You know, but with technology, social media, Maria just mentioned, man, you can go to YouTube and you can watch how to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
and you can purchase different type of packages from people that are teaching you how to do certain things to make money, and that's your investment into yourself. So it just depends on what you want to do.
Now, I'm hearing y'all saying all this, and now college may not be for everybody, but now I have my bachelor's in business management. And yes, I had from Northwood University, honey, in Cedar Hill, Texas, yes. And not just that, though, honey.
They got a football team.
Don't even try it.
No, they don't.
But anyway, but the thing is, though, y'all talking about these student loans. If you got the student loan, you got to pay it down back. They garnished my wages. They took my checks.
When we started at the radio
yes,
station?
they took my checks because
how much you owe?
I owed them $52,000.
Are you serious?
Yes, and they garnished my wages because if you don't pay them back on damn time.
Have you paid it all off?
Yes, honey, I'm done, honey. Your ex human resource person signed the paper. They don't know my ass was working here. No. And let them know that I was working here. They send the papers to your job, and how much they took out your check every? They was taking out at least about $600 a damn pay period.
Are you serious?
Yes, but I had to pay it back. So
what school was that again?
So what is your argument? You go to college and
so my argument is, honey, don't discourage not going to college. Honey. I went to college. After I finished broadcasting school, I went straight on to college because I knew I was black and had an alternative lifestyle. So I knew I had to have some damn something to back me, because y'all telling these people not like you said, not to go to college. We are not, all those people Special K named was not all black people. I'm sure they were all white. They got those degrees and they got that money. We ain't going to get the same dumb money like your counterpart.
You didn't get a job in your major because after the job interview, you did a split.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to the call.
Go to the damn
job.
Yeah, you can't say thank you for the job interview and then point your toe into the ceiling and do a split. That's why you didn't get that damn job. You could have got hired. Brad, I'm sorry.
Who's the caller?
Brad, stop. Brad. Brad.
What school you go to again?
Yeah, you're going to want to show him your skill set.
Oh, I went to Northwood, boo. Google her.
And then he cocked his leg up and pointed his church shoe dead to the ceiling with them damn toes pointed. And then he dropped down and did a split and said, thank you for the interview. Hell no, they didn't hire you.
Nah, yes, they did, baby. Look where I'm at.
But you hired him, Ricky. You hired him.
He didn't do no damn split. Hold on. Let's get something straight. I hired him because Steve Harvey Steve Harvey, he came from Steve Harvey Morning Show, and Steve didn't want him. Steve didn't want him. He said, hey, here goes somebody I think that'll do good on your show. Just give him a chance.
And
is that true?
That's the truth. That's all right,
Steve
baby.
Harvey, you was Drew on Steve Harvey's show.
I was Drew. And in the words of Whoopi Goldberg, I may be black and ugly, but I'm sitting right here with you.
Let's go to the phones, 866-9-RICK-EY. Good morning.
So my name is Nicole, and I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I do believe college is overrated. I'm not knocking no one who desires to go. I went, I got it, but financially, it's just not worth it.
So my name is Tina, and I'm from Aiken, South Carolina, and my views on going to college are that college is necessary for high-end degrees such as in the medical field, engineering, but these days students can make more money doing a CAPE program in high school and continuing their education at a technical school, getting certificates, going into fields such as plumbing, cosmetology, anything that's in a CAPE program, and they can make much more money. Cyber, they can make so much more money. I teach school, and these kids are coming out making double what I make.
Listen, I got a niece that didn't go to college and got her own cleaning. I got two nieces that got their own cleaning services. One of them on their way to be a millionaire. I've seen her bank account.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about doing really well. And the other one, man, she be supposed to like clean, like that's what her job is. She clean houses and buildings and stuff. You find something like that and you get the right help and run your own business or whatever, you can make it. You don't have to have that student loan debt. All right, thank y'all for your call. Hit us up at Rickey Smiley Official. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Good to be with you all. Rick, man, I know that a lot of people have heard about the passing of Harry Belafonte, and I wanted to just chime in a bit because I think that when somebody's 96 years old, their story isn't as always remembered as others. And whether you were a musician or an actor or an activist, there was something to be inspired by Mr. B, which is what a lot of us called him. What's interesting to me, man, is he really was one of the first real black stars in Hollywood as a leading man. Him and Sidney Poitier really were there creating opportunities together. But what was interesting to me, man, is no matter how successful he was on the music side or how successful he was as an actor, many people know that he was incredibly supportive of Coretta Scott King and the King family, paying in large part for their funeral and taking care of the family in large part after Dr. King's death. What I appreciated the most was that Harry Belafonte didn't hate on young people. And so whether you were a young artist or whether you were a young activist in particular, he was the kind of person that would open his home up to young activists. And you could regularly see whether it was the Dream Defenders or other millennial activists getting game from Mr. B. I had one of my own experience. Harry Belafonte had dyslexia, and we were at an event. And I had told him that my son had dyslexia, and he met Miles for the first time. He pulled him aside, Rick, and was like, "This the boy?" And I said, "Yeah." He pulled him away, said, "I got to talk to him for a minute," and went away, sat down, and said to Miles, he said, "Listen, your dyslexia gives you a superpower, and you just got to figure out what your superpower is." And for him to take the time to talk to a 9-year-old boy about dyslexia was really just an example of who he was. He knew how to see people. He knew how to speak to people. He knew how to inspire people, and he knew how to serve people. And so for those that don't know a lot about his history, Google him, take a look, listen to him, be inspired by him. And what I appreciated was he was like, I was Harlem. He talked about Paul Robeson being his idol, and that he could see Paul Robeson walking through Harlem because Paul Robeson stayed in Harlem. And so he was just so clear about what community meant. So it's a real loss to our community. It's a real loss to our activism community. There aren't many like him. There won't be many like him. And so whether you loved him as a person or as an artist or as an actor, learn a little bit more about him, take a little bit from him, because as every one of these elders passes, there's something that we take from them to keep their legacy alive versus just celebrating them in word. Hit me at Jeff's Nation. Let me know what you think. Love y'all. Good to see y'all on Tuesday.
Absolutely.
And look forward to talking to y'all next week, man.
Hey, man, love you too, Jeff, man. Jeff Nations, man. Appreciate that, man.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Twan 360. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. It is at the top of the hour. It is time for Fix It Jesus. Twan, good morning.
Ricky, good morning. In today's Fix It Jesus, Pastor Travis Jennings of the Harvest Tabernacle Church over in Georgia, he is making headlines after reportedly critiquing women in his congregation, then threatening to put those out who don't like it. Take a listen to this.
A woman should just shut up and look cute and nod your head. It's your fault. Who want me to critique them right now on the spot? You do it? Come here, right here. Come right here. All right, so you need to lose weight. Find a good bra. You need to go to Intimates. It's called Intimates. We don't buy bras at Victoria, not black women that got large breasts. So you need to get your bra made. And it's not that expensive. No, baby, you get a good bra, it's almost like having a breast lift. You feel me? So you're losing weight, I can tell that. So what you're going to have to do now, you're going to have to get intermediate clothes. What's intermediate clothes? It's like spandex clothes that stretch. So when you do come down, it comes down with you. Because if you keep wearing these big clothes with breasts to your belly button, that's not attractive. Number one, you want to get a bra. If you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave now, baby. This is my church.
Fix It Jesus.
All right, Gary, what are your thoughts?
That is devastating. How can a preacher say something like that? But then how can she go up there and ask him to critique her?
All right, first of all, we got my pastor just popped up in the studio from Faith Walker's, Birmingham, Alabama. I didn't even know he was in town. Surprised. The one and only Dr. Kelvin Bryant this morning. Big round of applause. Pastor Brian, you just walked in on the Fix It Jesus segment. Pastor Brian, your thoughts for real?
Well, my thoughts is I studied theology, not braology. I don't know braology. I know theology.
It's a difference. I don't know where that fit in it.
And Pastor Brian, what are your thoughts on the pastor doing that, Pastor Brian?
Well, to each his own, but sometimes we can overstep boundaries, and but if people accept it and they like it, we'll do like Gary said, we'll pray for them.
That's right. Now, Pastor Brian, you did something similar that I didn't appreciate, that hurt my feelings at Faith Walker's. I gave the church another chance to say, I want, that pink suit with them different buttons on.
Yeah.
He gonna get up there and preach. He always throws shade on me. Out of all the members in the church. Then after I went through what I went through, then another member came up and made a joke that said I had on a Fred Flintstone sweater. And I called my pastor and I reported him. He didn't do nothing about that. But then he said, your future, he's in the middle of a sermon. Your future gonna be as bright as Rickey Smiley suit. And the whole church turned around. It was Easter. That was 4 Easters ago. Pastor Brian, why did you do that?
It was bright, Ricky. You look like a bottle of Pepto-Bismol. We were glad to have you at church, but you was messed up that day.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow the one and only Pastor Brian at Faith Walkers. Give us a website, Pastor Brian.
FaithWalkersChurch.com.
FaithWalkersChurch.com. And this is a mix between a pastor and Cedric the Entertainer. So you're going to get the word and you're going to laugh. Hey, Rock, he done ran me out of there a few times.
I love it, dog.
Yeah, y'all got to come to Faith Walkers. I had to get the comedy and the word at the same time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He's talking about that, but that favorite sermon, he ran me and Vicky out of there. He said, if y'all drinking a case, he said, Jesus, he said, you don't have to do it all in one day. He said, if the Lord can what?
If the Lord can get you down to a 6-pack, I'm proud of you. keep on moving.
Boy, we was out of there, dog. Dog, we checked out. I couldn't hear nothing else. We got the one and only. I'm turned this morning because I'm about to bring sister-in-law on the show. Y'all give it up for the one and only Judy Harris DuPont.
Hey, everybody.
Judy, we happy to have you, y'all. The beauty in the brains. You and the Brat mega hair care mogul, wife, mother, and co-star of Brat Loves Judy. Thank you for coming on the show. Judy, this is your first time on the show. You've been on the show, but you ain't never been interviewed on the show, right?
Right. I think I came there a few times.
Yeah.
Always at your house.
Absolutely. I said we got to get you on the show, and your journey has been just like on the hit show Brat Love Judy. Season 3 premieres tonight on WeTV. Talk to us about what we can, what can we expect to see. Yeah. Gary, I know you excited.
Oh, yes, I am, honey, and I love Judy and Brat. So baby,
oh, God, my wife is addicted to that show.
Really?
She is a huge fan, and she low-key got a crush on Judy.
Whoa.
She don't hate me for saying that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hey, what should we expect?
Full transparency for our IVF journey. I think the biggest thing that I want people to walk away this season knowing is, like, a lot of women experience miscarriage and then they give up. So you get to kind of see our journey through our IVF, our wins, and and some of our losses. Some family trouble that I won't specifically speak about, but in her family, her and her sister, and then me and my son. So you get full transparency again this season.
Wow.
So now, Judy, you have a beautiful, honey, blended family. So what are some of the challenges or triumphs, honey, that you've had along the way while trying to maintain balance between your personal and your professional life?
Honestly, co-parenting. We're learning how to do that together because we have two different parenting styles. So, Brett, being a new parent now, has her own way of thinking of how to do things, and I have my own way of thinking of how to do things. And, with my children come live here, we just have two different views on quite a few things.
Yeah.
So that's the only major challenge.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Well, Judy, as I think I speak for all of us who work with Brad every day, we can just see that she is a woman who is loved, and, it's just reflected in her energy. So big shout outs to you for that and everything you're doing as an entrepreneur and how you inspire on social media. We're talking to hair care mogul, Miss Judy Harris Dupart. And Judy, talk about the importance of healthy hair with your brand, hair care brand, the Brad by Kaleidoscope.
So in my opinion, in today's world, everything is about what it looks like, right? Like, I was a hairstylist for years, and the number one thing that we were taught is to make sure that the hair itself is still beautiful underneath the wigs, underneath the weaves, underneath all of those things. So with Kaleidoscope, especially with my wife's line, Kaleidoscope by the Brad, we have hair, health, and scalp in mind. So when you do wear those protective styles, those wigs, those weaves, or whatever, we have ingredients that's in it for when you're styling your hair, for it to last longer, for it to, keep your scalp nice and healthy, and for you to be able to have hair when you take all of that out.
Yeah.
So, Judy, I did a story this morning about Simone Biles. They were talking about her edges and stuff. And I know you're the edge queen, honey. Why? I mean, she said she lives in Houston, and, the humid, makes your edges kind of rouse up and stuff like that. I mean,
I feel like people ain't got nothing else to worry about because that was on her wedding photo.
Yes.
They don't have nothing else to worry about. I don't. Why was that the most important thing?
Right.
Why wasn't love celebrated? Why wasn't a healthy relationship celebrated? Why are they even worried about that? And I saw the photo. It was not that bad.
That's what I thought. I'm like, hey, it ain't that bad. I mean,
it wasn't. It wasn't. At least she got edges.
Okay.
How about that?
Right.
And a husband.
Thick edges, too.
Right. And then
How about that?
They're not posting the picture of what'd you say, Maria?
Nice thick edges.
Right, but they're not posting
She got
their
them
edges.
thick African edges.
Right.
Well, she probably used the miracle drops.
I think she probably does
probably
too, Judy,
did.
honey. And if she does, honey, could you send her
Judy,
about?
how did you formulate the miracle drop to work, though?
So, transparently, when I was a hairstylist a long time ago, one of my clients cheated on me for another hairstylist, and she got a ponytail, and they used bobby pins, and when she came back to me, she had hair missing in the middle, and I had grew her hair to mid-bra length. So I felt, even though it wasn't my fault, I felt responsible for trying to fix the problem. And so from there, I really looked into what that can look like. Not like a grease, not like a, injection, not like nothing medical. I was trying to see what can be something easy, lightweight, and can do that. And that's what prompted me to actually look into it.
All right, Judy, let people know how they can find you and how they can watch the show tonight.
So the show comes on tonight, 9/8 Central on WeTV, and you can find me on any social media at DarealBB Judy. That's DarealBBJudy.
There it is. Love you, Judy. Love you, Brad.
Love y'all too.
Thank you,
Love
Brad.
you too.
Love you. Love. All right, y'all, 17 after the hour. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, party people, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is being brought to you by the Urban One Podcast Network. Jackie welcomes legendary co-host, comedian, and friend Griff for a fun and enlightening conversation. Listen to the Black Health 365 podcast on Apple Podcasts or urbanonepodcast.com. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's your Thursday news. In an effort to address the debt ceiling, House Representatives passed a bill that would undo some of President Biden's health and climate spending measures and impose work requirements on social programs, including Medicaid. Now, the bill is dead on arrival because the Democratic majority in the U.S. Senate won't pass it and the president won't sign it. On the flip side, the U.S. government will default as soon as this summer if no action is taken. In other news, the Walt Disney Company is suing Florida Governor Ron DeSantis for what it says is a targeted campaign of government retaliation. DeSantis has attempted to restrict Disney's self-governing over its Disney World resort and announced plans to toughen inspections on rides. Disney cites its First Amendment rights, saying the governor is retaliating for a company executive's comments opposing Florida's Don't Say Gay law.
Special K, what is that what is that fight all about between Governor DeSantis and Disney?
Ron DeSantis is a weird, out of touch politician that's trying to appeal to the far right, and he thinks that this whole crusade against wokeness is going to get him the support he needs to become the new Trump, and he's just making himself like a fool in front of the world.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
So what's the opposite of woke? Sleep.
Right.
Nobody want to be sleep.
Right. Wow.
And Disney really isn't the company you want to mess with because Democrats and Republicans love Disney. So we'll see how that goes. Lastly, Ricky, new research is warning people to stop texting on the toilet. A recent survey shows that we touch our phones hundreds of times a day and pick up bacteria and viruses that can cause, get this, tuberculosis, urinary tract infections, meningitis, and even strep. Some of these diseases can stay on your phone for up to a week. Keep in mind the FCC recommends daily sanitation of your phone using alcohol-based wipes or sprays.
Do it every day.
Texting while on the toilet?
Yes.
Gary, you text while you're on the toilet?
Yes, honey, that's my phone. I mean, if you got to send a message, Ricky, you got to text it when you can.
That's a man law violation if you're texting another dude while you're on the toilet.
Yeah,
well, nobody don't know it.
Yeah, you text me and then you going to text the strain in the text. Tell me something.
Word
I said, what is E?
I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Over the top to Butler. Up and in. Jimmy Butler ties the game with a half second to go. What a play call.
Shout out to the Miami Heat, man.
Yes, sir.
The Heat eliminated the top-seeded Milwaukee Bucks in overtime, becoming the 8th seed team in NBA history.
Shocking.
To knock off the number 1 seed. Why you say it's shocking, man? You better respect Jimmy Butler and
they
head coach Eric Spoelstra.
They did it on their floor, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's crazy.
You know, it is what it is. We got that's two people we got to start respecting and giving them their all-star treatment, man. That's Jimmy Butler, who always get under. He's put in that underachieved category.
Right.
Jimmy Butler's a superstar, man. And head coach Eric Spoelstra, everybody thought since the big three broke up with LeBron and D Wade and all that, and that he was just gonna go downhill and be a regular coach. He's done nothing but win. Yeah. All the players that came into Miami, they still win. They still make the playoffs. It is what it is, man. Lakers, they lose to the Memphis Grizzlies, man. They still hold on 3-2. They couldn't put them away. Anthony Davis finally showed up, but LeBron James didn't. LeBron had only 15 points. Shot 1 for 9 from the three-point line. He's struggling from the three-point line, man. But how about the Knicks? They put away the Cavaliers. We knew that was going to happen, but the Knicks advanced to the next round. First playoff series win since 2013. I love the Knicks in the playoffs, man. And the success.
They got to play Miami, right?
Yep. That's who they got next.
Oh, wow.
Golden State. And they won 3 games over Sacramento Kings. They done. Draymond had 21 points. You know when Draymond is scoring 21 points, they done. Sacramento done.
I'm scared that Golden State going to take the whole thing again.
Come on now. Because think about it, man.
I don't see nobody beating Golden State in 7 Super Day.
I pick Golden State.
Yeah, I say Golden State.
It's going to be hard to beat them
in a 7-game series.
I don't see nobody beating them, man.
They've been battle tested.
All they players, they finally together. Wiggins is back. They healthy. And the more they play together, the more that chemistry comes back to get stronger and stronger.
Right.
I agree with you 100%, man. It's going to hard to knock off Golden State. NFL Draft is going out tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on ESPN. Expect Bryce Young, quarterback out of Alabama, to go number 1.
To where?
Carolina, of course.
Oh, they get the first pick? Okay.
Yeah, first pick. C.J. Stroud, quarterback from Ohio State. They think he's going to go 2, but I think he's going to drop, man.
To what, 6?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
Expect defensive tackle Jalen Carter out of Georgia to shake up a few things in that top 5.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
It is what it is. Quick
Hey, do you
sports.
think Bryce can really go in Carolina and make a difference?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I think Bryce is better than
He
CJ.
remind you of Aaron Rodgers, because he always move around in the pocket, but he's looking downfield.
Yeah, he keep his eyes up downfield all the time.
Reminds me of myself. Go look at my videos on my Instagram. Me throwing the football. Oh, be quiet.
Tap the brakes, dog.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, 29 before the top of the hour. This segment's being brought to you by.
One of the best saving rates in America is another reason banking with Capital One is the easiest decision. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank. Capital One NA, member FDIC. Bringing it, Tad. What up there, girl?
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. LL Cool J has announced he's launching a star-studded hip-hop arena tour called The Force Live this summer. Backing LL on the tour are The Roots, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and DJ Z Trip. The tour format, which takes its inspiration from the 50th anniversary of hip-hop tribute that happened at the 65th Grammy Awards, is a non-stop musical mashup of various artists interwoven within the continuous musical set, which is going to be dope, rather than a more traditional structure of opening sets and headlining groups. Now, the excursion will feature several hip-hop luminaries such as Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, Queen Latifah, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Juvenile, Ice-T, Rakim, Common, Goody Mob, and more. This is going to be an awesome tour for people who love hip-hop. The tour will land in 24 North American cities and will run up to September 3rd. So if you're a real hip-hop head, you need to get your ticket for this because it is going to be a great show. Oh, man, I hate that I can't be a part of it. Dang.
Man, Brad, you would have killed it. You would have killed it.
I got to have a baby, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not
Bring
least.
the baby on tour, hell, like everybody else.
And what?
Bring that baby on tour.
Right? No, she going through it.
I can't.
Yeah, she got to sit down somewhere.
Shut up. I ain't got to sit down.
I'm just saying, you won't sit down. I noticed that when you came over to the house, just all that walking back and forth. She won't let nobody do nothing for her.
Don't start, because you sound like her. I don't want to hear. Moving on.
Go, Brad.
There are reports that Prince Rogers Nelson Memorial Highway will cover more than a 7-mile stretch of Highway 5. The Minnesota House passed the bill 121-0 on the 7th anniversary of his death. Now, NPR News reports that during Minnesota House Representative Lucy Ream's speech last Friday, she channeled Prince's Let's Go Crazy lyrics to celebrate the bill's passing. She said, "Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to get the signs on Highway 5, memorial signs, in law forever, and that's a mighty long time, but I'm here to tell you there's something else." She said you can always see purple signs day or night. So according to KAR11, Mark Webster, a security guard at the Paisley Park Estate, has pushed to rename Highway 5 after the iconic native son of Minneapolis, and now his dream to honor his former employer and friend has come true. So congratulations to Prince and his estate. He is so missed and very well loved. He's my favorite. Prince and Michael Jackson are the all-time top performers in the world, if you ask me. So that's just my little old opinion. But we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.